Hi, Faith Formation families. It's Miss Abdallah. It is actually a Sunday. It is not my typical Friday message for all of you. I am still technically on vacation until tomorrow morning, but I wanted to give you an update for what's coming in the week ahead. I did not send out a newsletter on Friday, and the reason for that was I pre-generated all of my emails to go out for the week before I left, and at that point I had no idea which way the schools were going to go. I was preparing for anything and everything because, and quite honestly, we still don't know, right? Because anything can happen in 24 hours. So it looks to me, though, I looked at the recommendations of the CDC. I've looked at what the governor's office is trying to work with, the individual schools with the tests to stay and the rapid testing that they're trying to help promote and continue. It looks to me like they are still trying to keep kids doing in-person learning because it is safer for many students to be in school and a better learning environment, and doesn't seem to be, at this point, cause for most of the contagious spread of the variant. So the beauty of the way we've set up our program this year is that we have a lot of flexibility, okay? And regardless of what the guidelines say, it really boils down to what's best for you and your family. So I am okay with, if you are someone that had signed up for in-person learning, but you're not feeling very good about having your child come to in-person learning and you've got some hesitation with that, you can jump on our remote learning on Tuesday night or do a home study plan for that week. That's really, truly, you can do that. Just send me an email, let me know that you want to do that. Zoom, you can just jump on. Home study, I'll need to know because I'll have to send you the work, because if you're typically an in-person learner, you won't have the books at home. So that I will need an email from you so that I can send you what the chapter is. But really, that's the beauty of how we did it this year. There's just a lot of room for flexibility, and I'm okay with whatever it takes to help us to keep moving forward and help everybody to feel safe. So if that pertains to you, the other thing that you should also know is that if your school district decides to go remote learning, then you will need to go to remote learning. Okay, you can't just decide to come for in-person learning, because the reason the school would be saying that is because there's higher levels of spread in your community. So we wouldn't be encouraging you to come in if that was the case. So we would ask you to join remote learning, do home study, or we'll figure something out and catch you up later on. Okay, so please don't risk don't come in if your school is on remote learning. I don't know that anybody is at this point. I'm still waiting to hear what the final decision for the Brighton or the Rochester City School District. I know they were trying to work out a way to get the rapid tests. I don't know when that is going to be, from my limited access to information. So I don't know if there's other things that maybe have gone out that I don't know about. Okay, but long story short, if your school is going remote, then you would go remote for Faith Formation. Faith Formation would only go to total remote if the Brighton Central School District goes to remote learning, which to my knowledge has not happened yet. So we will move forward in that direction, okay? Home study parents, we are going to do lesson 7 this week. So if you've already got your books and you want to do your home study for this week, we're going to do lesson 7, do all the activities in lesson 7, take a picture of them and send them to me, and that marks your child is present for the week, okay, as we've been doing. And then Saturday, now we're going to have a newsletter that comes between now and Saturday, but those of you that are in year 1 confirmation, that retreat is still going to be on Zoom. We moved that retreat to Zoom because there are even more schools being represented at that retreat. That's the retreat where we have all of our Catholic school youth and our public school or private school youth. And so that's a bigger group of schools. And also with the amount of students that would be present, I mean, it's 45, 46 students. all in one area, and we were supposed to be having lunch together and interacting that way. And at St. Anne's, they've made the same decision that we've made for Faith Formation, not to have anybody have masks off or eating within the building until we get past this variant. So I think that was a wise decision. We don't want to put anybody at risk, especially when we're now even kind of generating more networks and more school districts to have to interface with each other. So we've decided to go Zoom to make it safer, and we will not go the full day. We will just cover what we need to cover, and then we will end when we feel that, or if kids are zoning out and it's not becoming effective. So they won't go all the way till 3. It'll probably last maybe 3 hours. So, but those of you that it affects, the email has already come out to you. You should have that in your inbox that came out before I left, okay? All right, the other thing that we need to consider, of course, is winter weather. So this is something that we would normally be focused on, but because of COVID, it's taken a back seat. But I do hear that the weather is looking pretty yucky for tomorrow. What you need to know about our winter protocol is if Brighton Central School District is canceled, then we are canceled. If their after school activities are canceled, then we are canceled. But what I say to you is, if whatever school you're in is canceled, you are exempt. You don't have to come in. If nobody is canceled, but the weather picks up and gets really, really bad while you're on your way, to go, don't come in. Don't risk your life to come in for Faith Formation, especially some of you that come in from further out, like Henrietta, Scottsville, Webster. We have people that come from a little bit further out for in-person learning. And I know, especially that late at night, if the weather is bad, we'll make it up. We'll figure it out, okay? So don't worry about that. But yeah, basically that's all you need to know, is that if it says Brighton is canceled in any way, then we are canceled. And I will send out an mass email out to everybody that says that in the moment. But when in doubt, check your email right before you come. Make sure that we haven't canceled so that you don't drive all the way out there. But really, if Brighton's closed, we're closed, okay? All right, I think that's it. We have more than enough to worry about and think about, but I have not gone over the surveys yet. Remember, we have until the 9th to get all of those votes in, and that's looking at different models for how to do Faith Formation moving forward in the new year. Looking at 2022-23 school year. So if you haven't had a chance to vote on that, and for some reason if it didn't go to your email, it is on the olqpstm.com webpage. All right, if you go under Faith Formation, then newsletters, it is in the newsletter section. It says important email about Faith Formation, and that came out last week. So you can go into that and vote for what you would like to see for the coming year, okay? And like I said, I have not looked at them yet. I've been very self-disciplined this week. I'm so proud of myself for not giving in, because I would jump into work mode in a hot second. But when I do go over them, I will be sure to communicate what the survey has said and how we're going to move forward, okay? But again, you have until the 9th to vote, so please, this week, if you haven't, let us hear your feedback, okay? All right, have a wonderful rest of your day, and hopefully we will see you, those that we normally see you tomorrow. All right, take care. God bless.